I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Is there a quarterback controversy in New England? Patriots head coach Bill Belichick refused to say if Mac Jones would start over rookie Bailey Zappi once he's fully healthy, saying only, quote, that's a hypothetical question, so let's see where that is. What's not hypothetical is the trade that went down between the Raiders and Cowboys, Dallas acquiring veteran defensive lineman Jonathan Hankins and a 2024 7th-round pick in exchange for a 2023 6th-rounder. Elsewhere, Aaron Rodgers believes mental mistakes are the main reason for the Packers' 3-game losing streak, and he tells the Pat McAfee Show that they may need to shuffle their lineup to fix it, adding, quote, guys who are making too many mistakes shouldn't be playing. Got to start cutting some reps. And the Chiefs will be without Pro Bowl defensive end Frank Clark for 2 games after he was suspended for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Clark's discipline stems from 2 separate arrests last year. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. While supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation, which vary.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need. Indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign. And we handle the rest. Sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL, Central California. Good day, sunshine. It's a Wednesday, 26th day of October, 2022. In the newsroom, it's Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Did you notice, did you see George Gale is wearing his King Charles Halloween costume?
I did not.
Yeah, well, George says it took him more than an hour to inflate the ears. Anyway. Yeah. It's way, you got to pick on somebody, right?
That's true. That'll do your heart good there.
Yes. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Wow. It's almost sweater weather.
Can't get much better.
Yeah. And days like this, and we're going to have a bunch of them now, make you forget July and August pretty quick, don't they?
Yeah, it's not a surprise, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we still complain, and then, like you said, when we get to that great weather, we just develop a forgetfulness, and that's it.
And we just move along.
Move along.
Yes.
Charles.
Okay. And what else is going on? Well, talk to Dr. Bill Kwan, our favorite dentist, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Kwan says, throw out half of your kids' Halloween candy. Okay? Mm-hmm. Or you can do what my mom used to do. Yeah, she let me eat all of the Halloween candy. Yeah. And then, put me to bed for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That worked.
Well. Anyway, you living out in the country, were you able to go trick-or-treating?
No, you went to town.
Okay.
Yeah, you went to town.
And did you soap windows and tip over outhouses?
There were those moments.
Okay.
You could do that even out in the country.
Yes.
Up to no good.
Okay. How about some birthdays today?
Well, how about birthdays?
Yeah. Actor Jacqueline Smith, one of Charlie's Angels, is 77. Pat Sajak, Vietnam veteran, Wheel of Fortune host, is 76. Musician Bootsy Collins, he is one of the leaders of the Funkadelic movement. He is 71. Actor James Pickens Jr., 70. And actor Lauren Toos. She was in The Love Boat. She's 69. I don't think she's done anything since.
No, probably hasn't had to.
Yeah.
Residuals, royalties on that, it played for quite a while.
Yes. And
Playing,
you get a
still
buck
playing.
here. Yeah. A buck here, a buck there,
Buck
right?
there, yeah, it all adds up.
Yes. Actor Patrick Breen, 62. Actor Dylan McDermott is 61. Actor Carrie Elwes is 60. Actor Steve Valentine, 56. Actor Anthony Rapp, 51. Writer, actor Seth MacFarlane is 49. Actor Florence Kasumba is 46. Actor John Hader is 45. Napoleon Dynamite. And let's see, actor Folake Olowfoyeku. Okay?
That's a misspelling.
Yes, somewhere in there's a typo. He's 39, or she. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And actor Beulah Kowale is 31. Okay, your local birthdays, I can handle them. They're coming up.
This is George Marquez. I am running for district attorney. I was raised in the Imperial Valley, and I am currently raising my own family here. I am the experienced candidate, and I have worked both as a prosecutor and defense. I know how both sides think. I am the candidate with a solid law enforcement backing. I will be aggressive in prosecuting serious, violent, and repeat offenders, and I will implement crime prevention strategies. I will use my experience to protect our families. Please vote for me, George Marquez. Paid for by the committee to elect George Marquez for district attorney 2022.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Veronica Vela, Angie West, Robert Perez, Sandra Silva, Kane Garcia, David Gillis, Rosemarie Kubek, Tamara Garcia, Felipe Rangel, Eddie Perez, Elijah Alvarado, Jade DeLuca, Jamie Estrada, Julene Moore, Mary Estrada, Patricia Santana, Patty Avalos, Richard Romero, Teresa Robertson, Hilda Valencia, Norma Dominguez, Jason Vasquez, Cynthia Ambriz, Joe Bergueño, Cynthia Nunez, Isaac Vasquez, Carlos Necachea, and Ian Alexander Gale is 6 years old today. And Ian is George's grandson.
Yeah.
He's a hoot.
I was just going to say, I hear he's a character.
Yeah, I think maybe we can find a place for him on the air.
I think you just might have something there.
All we have to do, well, we already have some short microphones, but, might have to shorten one a little bit more.
Yep, but he'll grow into it.
Yes. Okay. Anything else exciting going on?
Well, there's always excitements on a Wednesday since it's the beginning of Hump Day. So we're going to have some numbers for COVID in the news. Red Ribbon Week. You're going to learn a little bit more about that. So we've got some things coming up.
Okay, and we will get to them right now. It's a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by your friends of the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Home mortgage rates have jumped past 7% to their highest level in more than 2 decades. Real estate economist Ken Johnson says it has more would-be home buyers saying, "We'll wait."
That is definitely slowing down the number of people that want to own.
Mortgage demand nearly half of what it was a year ago. Crews are beginning a second dig for century-old human remains in Tulsa, Oklahoma. KOTV's Autumn Bracey.
Intermountain Forensics will be on site today to collect viable DNA samples. Then researchers will move south and west of the area excavated last summer to look for more possible victims from the race massacre.
Vladimir Putin monitored Russian nuclear drills today. The Pentagon's Brigadier General Pat Ryder.
This is a routine annual exercise by Russia. So in this regard, Russia is complying with its arms control obligations and its transparency commitments.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Seismologists say Tuesday's 5.1 earthquake that hit the Bay Area was felt for dozens of miles, but the most severe shaking was felt near where the epicenter was, near San Jose.
The earthquake struck about 12 miles east of San Jose. The location of the epicenter suggests that this earthquake occurred within the Calaveras fault zone.
Dr. Anne-Marie Balte expecting more aftershocks and a slight possibility of a more powerful quake over the next few weeks. The newly sworn-in president of the Los Angeles City Council, Paul Krikorian, says he's looking into whether there's a way to remove council members Kevin De Leon and Gil Cedillo.
If a council member is not performing the duties of a council member for a certain amount of time, then the council can act to remove that council member.
De Leon, Cedillo, and Nuri Martinez, who resigned a couple of weeks ago, now asking the police department to investigate whether the leaked recording where racist remarks were heard may have been recorded illegally. Gas prices continuing to go down another 4 cents overnight to $5.67. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repairs or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Dr. Travis Stork here to tell you about a great pain reliever called Salonpas Pain Relieving Patches. Salonpas is pain medicine in a patch. You stick it right on sore muscles for up to 8 hours. Clinical research has shown that people that used Salonpas reported less pain with improvement in mood, sleep, and the ability to work. Safe, effective relief is one peel-in-place away. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
So you tested positive for COVID. What's next? Treat yourself. COVID treatments like Paxlovid are free. Taken by pill, these medications can stop the illness from getting serious. So treat yourself. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's page one of the local news, page one of service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, COVID-19 active cases up. Date. Here is more on that story.
The updated numbers were released Tuesday morning. The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, active cases of COVID-19 have increased as compared to the numbers released last Thursday. Active cases in the virus increased by 10. They are currently at 175. Center for Disease Control and Prevention says there could be a surge in active cases in the near future. They did not predict when the surge would hit, but it is suspected it would be around the holidays. The latest COVID-19 tier metrics for Imperial County indicate new cases per day per 100,000 population at 11.30, with a positivity rate of 17.2%. Fatalities attributed to the virus remain at 956. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
A Yuma man was seriously injured in an early morning accident. Yuma County Sheriff's Office received a report of an accident in the 4100 block of East County 14th Street at about 2:15 a.m. Tuesday. According to deputies, a car traveling eastbound on East County 14 went out of control, through a fence, and became airborne. The driver, a 20-year-old man, was ejected from the car and sustained critical injuries. The man was taken to Yuma Regional Medical Center and later flown to the Phoenix area or in the hospital there. The accident remains under investigation. Yuma County Sheriff's Office says alcohol appears to be a factor in the accident. KXO News Time, coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Continuing with more local news, a California Day event. George Gale explains.
It was a groundbreaking for a Clean California Initiative project. State, Mexican, and regional officials joined Caltrans for the groundbreaking on the California International Gateway Beautification Project. Project is part of Governor Gavin Newsom's multi-year $1.2 billion cleanup effort to create thousands of jobs, remove litter, and engage communities in beautification efforts across the state. The groundbreaking coincided with other events being held in Mexico City and in San Diego after U.S. Ambassador to Mexico, Ken Salazar, declared California Day to celebrate the binational relationship with Mexico on key border projects and initiatives. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Voters encouraged to turn in ballots as soon as possible. The Register of Voters say vote-by-mail ballots should be returned as soon as they are filled out. Don't wait until November the 8th. Elections have made it easy and convenient to drop off the completed ballot. Drop boxes are located at the Brawley City Hall, Calexico, Calipatria, Holtville, Imperial, Westmoreland, and at the County Administrative Center. You can drive up in the west parking lot, and a drop box is at the east entrance. Ballots can be dropped off 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Say hello to fall with Cocopah Casino and Resort. Every Friday and Saturday in October, you can drop a disc for your chance to win up to $400 in rewards play or $1,000 cash. We'll draw 2 winners every hour from 4 to 8 p.m. with a bonus multiplier day on the 29th. You can earn entries daily by playing your favorite slots or table games with your rewards card. Say hello to fall in October at Cocopah. For complete rules, see the Cocopah Casino Rewards Club. We love our loyals at Cocopah, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
In other local news this morning, Red Ribbon Week began on October 23rd. Here's more on that story.
It will continue through October 31st. It is America's oldest and largest drug prevention awareness program. It is held every year from October 23rd through October 31st. This week's the week commemorates the tragic death of Kxo native DEA Special Agent Enrique Kike Camarena. Red Ribbon Week serves as a reminder to celebrate living drug-free. You celebrate by wearing red clothing or a red ribbon. Organized events are held at schools and communities. There are red ribbon contests, etc. It started in Calexico as a way to honor their native son. Red Ribbon Week rapidly turned into a national event. Drug Enforcement Administrator Anna Milgram says the DEA uses the entire month of October to promote drug-free lifestyles in honor of Special Agent Camarena. The National Family Partnership has turned Red Ribbon Week into a national drug awareness program or campaign. The 8-day event was proclaimed by the U.S. Congress, originally chaired by then-President Ronald Reagan. Currently, over 80 million people participate in Red Ribbon events every year. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The City of Imperial voters, they are getting supplemental ballots there for the November 8th election. County elections officials say the Imperial City Clerk contest was inadvertently not included in the original vote-by-mail ballot. They said because no candidates had filed to run for the Imperial City Clerk before the close of the nomination period, there were no candidates listed for the contest. To allow City of Imperial voters an opportunity to vote for a qualified write-in candidate, supplemental ballots were sent. Vote a list of qualified write-in candidates. You can go to the Register of Voters website. This is for the City of Imperial voters only. Well, CBP issues, you're going to love this, a pet reminder. George Gale filed the story.
It was issued after a traveler tried to cross a pet pig into the United States. It happened in San Diego when a border crosser tried to cross a miniature pig in their vehicle. Customs and Border Protection says it is not that miniature pigs are not allowed to be brought into across the border, but there are regulations that need to be met. For live pigs, they need a veterinary service permit. Pigs are also regulated as livestock. African rodents, bats, non-human primates, and simians are not allowed to be imported into the United States under any circumstances. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Not just at Christmas, not just when it's convenient, not just when you remember. All year long, Imperial Valley Food Bank is feeding the hungry because hunger is a year-round problem. Help the Imperial Valley Food Bank be the solution. Visit ivfoodbank.org. Be part of the solution.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says a quiet weather pattern will persist through at least the weekend, with a slow warming trend eventually bringing temperatures close to normal. After seeing high temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees through Friday, highs will peak over the weekend in the lower 80s to as warm as 85. Generally, clear skies are forecast over the next few days, before an increase in higher-level clouds expected for the weekend. 79 our high yesterday, 55 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 83. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 57. West wind about 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 80. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 56 degrees downtown, 54% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Page 2 of the local news presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. It's pallet, and pallet. Tomorrow evening at the Imperial Valley Food Bank. I've been telling you about the peanut patch, well, for a couple of weeks now, but actually for a couple of years. And those who have visited the Peanut Patch know what I'm saying. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Open Monday through Saturday. And the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. They also make their own fresh English toffee. Pecan turtles made from scratch. The Peanut Patch. So many great things. A great place to visit. You're going to love the store. You're going to love the people at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. And they've got a variety of gift packs that can be shipped to almost anywhere in the world. What a great gift idea. You'll find the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Well, if you just Google the Peanut Patch, you'll get directions, and it's easy, and it's fun. Don't forget the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Stop by and say hi. And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball, the World Series. Yeah, let's get serious about this. The Phillies and the Astros, they start a 7-game series on Friday. NBA action last night. The Wizards whipped the Pistons 120-99. Pelicans got by the Mavericks 113-111. Thunder topped the Clippers 108-94. And it was the Suns, they ran past the Warriors 134-105. In other news, Chiefs defensive end Frank Clark has been suspended by the NFL for 2 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Clark's suspension begins immediately. Clark will miss games 9 against the Titans and 10 against the Jaguars. He'll be eligible to return against the Chargers. Clark pleaded no contest in Los Angeles to 2 counts of misdemeanor possession of an assault weapon. He was sentenced to 1 year of probation and 40 hours of community service.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And it's a comeback for Giants offensive lineman Nick Gates. He's been activated, and it's only been a year since he broke his left fibula and tibia in week 2 of last season. And he's back. Remarkable. In the NBA, Anthony Davis says, well, after coming off a 33-49 season in which they missed the playoffs, and currently winless through the first week of the new campaign, the Lakers are on alert, according to Davis. Obviously, there's some sense of urgency, Davis said. You don't want to dig yourself too big of a hole, but we've got to stay even-keeled. We can't get rattled or flustered and things like that. Just like if we win 12 in a row, we don't want to get too high. Hey, it's the team that LeBron put together. Yeah, LeBron, isn't he the coach and the general manager? Yeah, that's what I thought, too. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Imminent recession is the topic du jour. Yeah, everybody from Goldman Sachs to the IMF. Analysts and economists seem to agree that an economic downturn is coming to the U.S. in early 2023. Yeah, but, the U.S. economy expected to show robust growth in tomorrow's third quarter GDP report. And investors are being warned that, a positive headline number isn't going to mean a whole lot. Gross domestic product, a broad measure of economic activity, is estimated to grow by 2.4% between July and September. Mortgage rates, though, have more than doubled since the start of the new year. The U.S. dollar is up almost 20% year over year. And, the federal budget deficit, meanwhile, has been slashed in half. So many different signs as to where we are heading. Well, Clorox has recalled 37 million bottles of Pine Sol that could contain bacteria. Clorox said some of the affected Pine Sol products might contain a bacteria called Pseudomonas aeruginosa, which can harm people with compromised immune systems or people with external medical devices because they pose a risk of serious infection that may require medical treatment, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Right now, mixed results on Wall Street. The Dow up 209 points, the S&P 500 up 3.5, the NASDAQ off 81. Gold up $14.10 an ounce, while oil is up $2.44 a barrel. U.S. stocks mixed after Microsoft and Alphabet earnings were a bit disappointing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
It will be sunny today with a high near 83. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 57. West wind about 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 80. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. And we have 56 degrees, 53% relative humidity. Right now, the wind is calm. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. It keeps costing more to buy a home. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage now tops 7% for the first time in 21 years. And the Mortgage Bankers Association says loan applications are at their slowest pace since 1997. Dallas Realtor Michael Coburn.
A lot of buyers and sellers have decided to sit out on the sidelines and just see how the market plays out.
After their first and only campaign debate last night, the hopefuls in Pennsylvania's all-important Senate battle head into the final stretch in what pollsters say is a tight race. Democrat John Fetterman's early edge has slipped. CBS's Robert Costa.
Fetterman's advisors tell CBS News that in the coming days, they will make abortion rights a focal point. And they claim that in the hours after the debate, Fetterman raised more than $1 million. Meanwhile, Mem and Oz will campaign today with Nikki Haley, the former Trump administration diplomat.
There's a court hearing in Arizona today on a bid to stop far-right groups from monitoring ballot drop boxes. CBS's Musaddiq Badar says some wear tactical gear and are armed.
Voters are dropping off their ballots at ballot collection sites, and they are being filmed, they're being followed and harassed by vigilante groups who took photos of license plate numbers.
The U.S. has slapped additional sanctions on Iran, targeting officials who've cracked down on protesters. In the midst of the COVID pandemic, a new health concern is rising up.
The World Health Organization says cases of once rare, deadly fungal disease have soared since the early days of the pandemic, with some 4 out of 10 COVID patients on ventilators picking up a secondary infection. The fungi can spread into the sinuses, bones, brain, and eyes, killing or blinding many victims. Yet the WHO notes fungal infections receive less than 1.5% of all infectious disease research funding, calling them one of the fastest emerging threats to human life and health. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Kia is telling owners of nearly 72,000 older Sportage small SUVs to park them outdoors and away from structures after getting reports of more engine fires. Second time action's been taken on the 09 and 08 model years. There's confidence today as people buy Powerball tickets.
Gonna win, baby. Don't bother playing.
Somebody's got to win it, so it might as well be me.
The jackpot tonight is $700 million, fifth highest prize in the game's history. The Wall Street Journal reports the Justice Department's antitrust investigation into the PGA Tour now includes the U.S. Golf Association and the Augusta National Golf Club, home of the Masters. Checking Wall Street's. Right now, the Dow's up 264. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Moments like seeing my son's team cheer him on mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
A day on the job in the nation's midsection turned tragic.
Authorities in Ray County in northwest Missouri found the body of a 50-year-old Amazon delivery driver in the front yard of a house.
He's going to be face down in the yard. We're not able to approach him yet due to aggressive dogs.
The dogs were a German Shepherd and a Mastiff. Neighbor Russell Crowley.
The dogs make themselves known. We've never had any trouble.
Sheriff Scott Childress put the dogs down.
Shooting dogs is not something that I really want to do, but unfortunately I felt there was a necessity in this case.
It's unclear if criminal charges will be filed. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
ESPN has sold its majority stake in the X Games and Winter X Games, marking the end of a nearly 30-year chapter that saw the network propel snowboarding, skateboarding, and other action sports into the mainstream. MSP Sports Capital is the buyer. ESPN will continue to air the events. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.